Hello everybody, I am Jeffrey David Hall, and I'd like to welcome you to the first installment of Jeffy's Tractor Time. Here on the tractor, I really want to get into the nitty-gritty and the details of life, and I want you to feel comfortable, like you have someone you can trust and talk to. And today on the tractor of a good old red Ford, I'd like to talk about something most of us have and most of us love: siblings. So siblings, we all got them, right? Now, there's like three main archetypes of siblings. We got like your older kids, like your oldest. Now, they're usually like the worst ones. They're like the beta test. You know, like when you pre-order a game, you get like pre-order for early access. This is where you like test the ground and dip your foot in the pool to see if it's like nice to get in. And usually, you see, this is why some people have one kid. They don't like it that much. But then you got the middle kid. Middle kid's usually pretty rad. I can't speak. Spoilers, I'm not the middle kid. But middle kids, they're usually pretty great, and they have their stuff together. Now we got, okay, let's come clean. I'm the baby in my family. Babies, it's pretty great being the youngest kid. You see, being the youngest kid, your parents know everything, and they know how to raise you right. And they do it fantastic. Like, all the kinks are worked out. This is the final product. This isn't, you see, this isn't Destiny 1. This is Destiny 2. Both the Destinies are garbage. Also, the thing about being a baby is your other siblings at this point have most likely driven your parents crazy. And it's not that they don't care about you anymore. They still love you and care about you. They just don't care what you do, man. You see, my mom, she's done with me. She says hi, and she asks me how my day was, but she lets me do what I want for the most part. She doesn't care. She said I can't have a TV in my room. I came home with like a 55-inch TV one day, and she looked at me and just looked the other direction. It was fun. But babies, it's easy being the baby. Everyone hates the baby sibling. And because everyone hates the baby sibling, it leads to some pretty horrible things. When I was a child, I used to love popcorn. Not that I don't love popcorn anymore. Popcorn's fantastic. Movie theater popcorn, you can't eat a movie without watching popcorn. So eating popcorn, me, watching Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, best Scooby-Doo movie ever. I'm watching Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase, and I have to use the bathroom, you know, like a child. And so I get up and I use the bathroom, and you know how in certain kinds of dog food, you got like the big pieces and the little pieces. They took my popcorn and they put the little pieces inside like the little openings in the popcorn. And I come back from the bathroom and I sit down on my big grandpa recliner chair watching Scooby-Doo. And because I actually do like to eat popcorn, I take a whole handful and I eat the popcorn, and the taste of dog food just squishes into my mouth, and it's disgusting. It literally is disgusting, and I puke. In my family, mother and dad excluded, my brothers and sister, they laugh. They laugh a lot. It was pretty horrible. But it doesn't even compare to the worst sibling story I have. I know I'm going to get to loving siblings in a second, but I got to rant about these guys because like I love them or hate them, they do some horrible things sometimes. My brother got grounded, my oldest brother Willis, and he wasn't allowed to play video games. And Willis is a gamer. He was yet to rise up at this point. But he was a gamer, and you know like that meme, you at nighttime playing your DS, like hiding it under your bed? This was this to the extreme. My mom said no DS, no video games at all for like the whole summer. I was like 5 at the time. And my brother, his father, he went to go hang out with his father for the summer, and he bought a DS in Virginia, and he hid it. And one day when he came back, I saw the DS. And you know, another thing about babies, they like to snitch. Snitches get stitches. And this is what happened. I would run to my mom and say, Mommy, Willis has a DS. My mom would come storming upstairs, and there wouldn't be a DS. And I looked like an actual clown. I was clowning for that entire summer. My family thought I was crazy. They call me mean names like Big Head. They call me Crazy Kid. It wasn't nice. And every time I tried to find this DS, I couldn't find it. And actually, I got grounded one time for being such a tattletale. And then the worst part is, Actually, this is the best part. I was hanging out with my brother. Finally, I had forgotten about the DS thing. I let it go. He was done being grounded. He just finished being grounded. And I was jumping on my brother's bed. And little does he know, he was hiding his DS in a ceiling light. The DS falls out of the ceiling, and he looks at me, and I look at him. I'm like 6 now. I take the DS, and I run to my mom. And I say, Mom, look at this. I found it in Willis's room. He's had it. I told you it was real. It was like Candace from Phineas and Ferb. Like, I finally busted my brother. And he hated me for a while, and he just finished getting grounded. He got grounded again. Was it worth it? Yeah, it really was. It was a great moment of triumph. I love telling the story. Looking back, yeah, I was a snitch. I was a horrible baby brother. I was not allowed in my brother's room. They would always kick me out. I had to tell my mommy that I wasn't allowed in so I could get in access. It's not like I didn't have VIP access. I actually had that right stripped from me. They used to neglect my sister, like no girls allowed in the cool video game room with my brothers. They swapped it around because I was a little tattletale. But I got a black mom. I just tell her, I'm in there. But siblings, like, while you might argue with them, like, you have a lot of good moments with them. A lot of the things I love today are because of my siblings. Like, we like a lot of the same music. I used to love watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with my brothers, with Captain Lou Albano. I don't know any of the other actors on that show, but Captain Lou Albano, the wrestler, was Mario, and it was hilarious. I loved watching that show with my brothers. They introduced me to all the icons I love today, like Tim Allen with Home Improvement. We used to watch Home Improvement, and Tim Allen would go, and it was really funny. And I just loved hanging out with my brothers. Like, and it's really sad now because like I'm low-key an only child now. My sister's in Germany. My brother's back with his kid. All right, and my brother's home too. So I'm not really an only child, but they're really busy all the time. So like, they don't get to talk to me, so it gets lonely. And it's just like they don't have time to hang out with little old Jeffy anymore. Little baby Jeffy has no one to hang out with. But here's the moral of the story. It seems like there's no moral. There's a big moral. Love your brothers and sisters before they go to Germany and have kids and don't have time to hang out with you anymore, because you're gonna miss it. Also, don't be a little tattletale, because that will come back to bite you in the end. Like, you want to play on your brother's epic gamer PC? It's not going to happen because you snitched on him when you were 6 and you like got his DS taken away and got him grounded until he like graduated. And then even after that, you got his Xbox taken away. So I mean, just don't tattle. So thank you for joining me today on Jeffy's Tractor Time. If you have anything you'd like to talk about, you can come find me. Like, comment, and subscribe on the WVTV channel. Leave some comments on this video, and maybe I can get back to you. Read some of the comments, and I can give you some advice. Maybe you can even tell me what you'd like the next episode to be about. I really like talking about my siblings because they're a really integral part of my life. So I just want to tell you, keep on tracting. This has been Jeffy's Tractor Time.